Jeffrey Tucker, thanks for coming on again. Welcome.
Well, it's nice to see you. Thank you.
You too. Now, in response to the indictment of former President Trump, you wrote an op-ed in the Epoch Times titled "Anarcho-Tyranny Unleashed in the United States." Now, you're not a Trump loyalist and have been critical of the former president. However, his indictment has got you very concerned about the future of America. Could you tell us why?
Well, it seems like this is the return of the state to its pre-modern purpose, which is to use to punish political enemies. That's the main purpose of the state. If you read Machiavelli, that's what you find. You know, the purpose of the prince is to punish any competitor to the office. And now, modern states, as we have in the United States, imagine they would be different. There would be equality under the law, there would be fairness, it would be ruled by the people through the representatives with voting, that sort of thing. And it was more or less working. But the last several years have seen this very grim state of affairs in which the powers of the courts, in particular, and the whole administrative state apparatus have been turned against political enemies. We're seeing it every area of life, mostly to advance woke ideological agendas, the DNC and the administrative state. So to turn on Trump this way for this ridiculous claim that really has nothing to do with anything he actually did wrong. It's a technicality that can be interpreted a number of different ways, and I'm pretty sure they're interpreting it the wrong way, just for purposes of public humiliation and disenfranchisement and the removal of him from the race is a brutal way to go about politics. It's the sort of thing that's not supposed to happen under the American system. Indeed, the whole American system was structured to prevent this sort of thing. But that is exactly what's going on right now. And it's particularly egregious to affect Trump because we're talking about the former president, you know, the highest office. And what these people are essentially saying to us is that this is an illegitimate man representing illegitimate people in an illegitimate interest, and we're not going to allow it in the United States. We're going to use all power of the state to stop it and suppress it. And this is, to my mind, a pre-modern way to go about politics.
Now, you said there's hope, but only if we realize the darkness of the present moment. Mm-hmm. If these charges really are purely political, as you've said, what is the way forward from here?
The first thing we need to do is realize what the fullness of what's going on. This event is not happening in isolation. It comes after several years of an intensification of a kind of war against a whole faction of the American public that really does want Republican forms of government back, wants their freedoms and their rights back. And they're basically saying you can't have them. And so he represents a kind of demonization of at least half the American public. I would say a lot more than that. And the tentacles of this beast that's going after Trump right now reach down to every level of society, every state, every county, every city, every neighborhood. And it's a coordinated effort. So we need to realize that and then not be demoralized by it, but by angered by it and empowered by it and act in whatever way that means in your life to stop it, because it's not our destiny as a nation to go the way of a banana republic.
All right, thank you so much. Jeffrey Tucker, Epoch Times senior columnist and founder and president of the Brownstone Institute. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.